Hey again. It's just like me, wild and free. The hair isn't so disheveled this time. No sweat stash in sight, thank goodness, because it's early where I am and hasn't quite reached the mid 80s and the humidity is not so bad, so that's that's a relief, literally. What I'm gonna say is gonna really offend a decent amount of people. I don't care. Now, I consider myself not completely new school, not entirely old school. And I don't do that just because, I'm like, oh, you have to keep balance in life. I've always been that way. As someone who's grown up with domestic violence in the household and who's experienced it, I was thinking about Denise Richards recently. I think I read something about her. There was a police report filed against her husband because he hit her, and she had like this massive black eye in a picture that I saw. And then I think when she was with Charlie Sheen, I think she accused him of domestic abuse too. And I read that recently around somebody, and of course it was a guy, and he was like, "Oh well, she must just be really mouthy or whatever." I was like, even if somebody is, that's no excuse to hit them. I don't care. I don't care about this new age bullshit. Equal rights, equal lefts, equal rights. Sorry, equal lefts. First day with my new lips, apparently. I don't care. I don't care about, oh, you act like a man, get treated like a man. Now, I'm not going to advocate for women who think it's fine to hit, smack, beat, throw shit. No, it's not okay to do that to a guy. It's absolutely not. Just because they said something you didn't like, they did something you didn't like, whatever. But real men, good men, do not ever, ever hit women. They don't throw anything at them. They don't beat them. They don't punch them. They don't abuse them in any way. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Any of it. Any good person does not do that. People of any kind need to keep their hands to themselves. I won't ever be with a guy who has this stupid ass Neanderthal mentality of, oh, well, if she got really mouthy, so I guess she needs to get hit. No, absolutely not. You will end up in the ICU if you think you're going to come at me with that bullshit, okay? And hopefully not in a body bag. As you can see, it's a subject that I don't take lightly. It's left quite the impression on me. Because, as I said, growing up around that was terrible. Nobody should have to grow up around that. And good men will not even gesture to hit a woman. They won't even try. Because they know that's not right. Most men have a clear physical advantage over us. So, and not to mention that every time you hear or see something about, this lady gave her dude a SWAT, or I don't know, not that she should, but oh, somebody broke this guy's PS5 because he didn't blah 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 blah, and people say, oh well, she wouldn't have been able to walk after that. She would have been in the hospital. I would have broken her fate, something like that. Excuse me. No, if you have a kid and there's this crazy bitch trying to come after your kid with like a weapon, okay, by all means, Hulk smash that hoe, okay? If she's trying to unalive you, absolutely. Absolutely, all bets are off. Save your own life if you can. Any other instance, You can, I don't know, if you have to move past her, shove past her, even if, you might not want to shove because you're afraid she'll say something about that too. I don't know. Whatever. Don't throw, don't hit, don't beat, nothing. Find your way out and around because you can. Barricade yourself or something. Call for help. It doesn't make you a bitch, okay? It makes you a good man. Because it seems almost like what I've noticed recently is like there's some guys who are so spiteful that even if it's like it could be almost anything, and they'd be looking for an excuse to, oh well, she did this, so I guess I'm just gonna, like the woman gives the guy like a swat or a pat or something like that, or she just, I don't know, something, and they'll like go all the way off. Won't restrain themselves at all. It's like any excuse, it's almost like some guys are waiting, like they're looking for a chance to, oh, well, equal rights, okay, you hit me, I'm gonna unalive you. And I was like, did I try to do that to you? You didn't have to go that far. That's, for lack of a better term, over unalive, if you know what I mean. And I wish people would stop adopting that mentality and stop raising your kids, your sons, with that. Mothers, fathers, whoever. Oh, well, I taught my son, if anybody ever hits him, any girl ever hits him, then you have every right to... Yeah, except you don't know how somebody's going to act in that moment all the time. And most times guys are aggressive, overly aggressive. You don't teach them that. You teach them not to hit. If their life isn't being threatened, teach them not to go above and beyond with their strength and their anger. Teach them how to control their emotions. And do that with your daughters too, so that they don't hurt anybody else's son or anyone. But what I'm getting at is, keep your hands to yourself, regardless of who you are. And in my opinion, especially the men, don't go there. As I said, real men and good men would never do that. Good men are protective. Not subservient, not weak, protective. And they have a moral compass.